Hi, Beaver.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Fucking hurt.
What the head? Your mom's a whore. No, he's not. She's a slut. Where's get paid?
Okay. Hi, Farty. How's it going this week? Did you run anyone over on the way to the servo today? Nah. You should have. It's like what, middle of winter. You guys getting any snow yet?
All the way down south, yeah.
Oh, okay. I am not envious right now. You guys can keep it.
No, well, I don't mind. Fucking, it's not that cold.
Well, you're kind of up closer, up further up the coast, right? Like you're kind of just a little ways past the southern border, or the southern half of the country.
Mid North Coast.
Mid north, right? Yeah. Right. So you're closer to the equator than
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, more tropics.
Say again.
More tropics.
Really? I didn't think Australia had tropical weather.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I'm near the Queensland border.
oh, okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. So, yeah, there's been some shit happening online recently. When isn't there, right? When isn't there stupidity on the internet? The most recent thing I'd seen was the Sydney Sweeny thing. I don't know who the fuck Sydney Sweeny is, and these fucking leftoids have got me like, I don't care. Well, this is what Sydney Sweeny looks like. I don't care. I don't know who she is. I don't care who she is. Who is she, Farty?
I don't know. All I know is she got giant tits.
Farty, we're not allowed to speak like that.
All right. All I know is she's got giant knockers.
Oh, Farty, we're not allowed to talk about her parts because then we're
Okay.
objectifying her because we're men and all men are rapists.
All right. I bet she's got a tight cunt.
I bet she is a tight cunt.
Dear.
I'm going to hell, Farty.
Fucking
No, kitty, this is my backpack. So what was that Sydney Sweeney drama about anyway? Was that just because she did a fucking ad and a whole bunch of leftoids were like my patriarchy or some shit?
No. Well, basically, what happened is she did an ad for a jeans company called fucking.
I heard it was American Eagle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And pretty much the tagline was fucking bloody.
She's got great jeans. Yeah.
Yeah. And pretty much all the black people went, oh my god, that's racist. Oh my god, that's racist because genes and fucking eugenics and blah 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 blah.
Oh, so it wasn't even necessarily black people. It was the fucking leftoids who see race, gender, and everything in literally everything. Like, I could buy a bottle of super glue and the super glue could have no label on it, and they could be like, oh, that's racist.
Mm.
Sorry, continue.
Well, they're screaming eugenics.
I
So,
thought we were done with the dumb decade.
you know,
It's been going on for 2. Is that how stupid it is? They forgot how to count. We're only supposed to be this dumb shit smart for 10 years. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Are you ready, Farty?
mm,
They stopped teaching proper math in school.
mm,
I was looking at some of the numbers though, and
mm.
it's mostly most of the most of the polls have shown people leaning more toward the Republican Party recently. And I'm like, this is my shock face. When an entire party tells you to shut the fuck up and do what we say, um, I'm surprised it took this long for people to. Well, okay, maybe I'm not surprised, but it took people this long to go, oh, maybe this is a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know, Farty. What do you think?
Which one? Millennia?
Exactly. No, I was saying that it's taken so long for lifelong Democrats to wake up and go, the party doesn't really care about my vote. They care about is power. And it's evident in the way they have been going around recently, going back and forth, going, we need to figure out how to capture the young voters.
Hang on. So, yeah.
Okay. We're hanging on for Farty.
Hang on. So, yeah. So, again.
All right. I don't know if I can say it again. Democrats being dumb are pushing people away from them. That's the the thing that I'm getting.
Then again, been done. Uh,
I think I might have a bad connection tonight.
Democrats been done.
What the fuck, Farty? You good there, bro?
Doing my imitation Democrat.
Attention spans fucked today.
No, doing my demonstration of Democrats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might make sense.
Democrats being dumb.
That makes a little bit of sense. I also do believe that I've got a shitty fucking um a shitty connection today. I don't know. All right. What are we talking about next, sir?
uh, what else has happened?
I don't know. You tell me. I've been living under a rock. I've been. If Farty is Farty loaded? Is Farty pissed tonight?
Uh, off asleep.
Half asleep. I think
uh,
Farty just woke up. So the SIG discussion will pop. Yes, we were going to talk about the SIG thing later on. Um, but we're going to wait for Farty to wake up a little bit. But what else? What were you saying, Farty?
just off asleep.
Okay,
Uh,
that's all
I
right. Are
just
you
just
are you on the
watching this,
way?
just looking at this thing.
Okay. Are you on the way to passing out, or are you uh, from the other end?
Yeah.
I think Farty's tired.
Shh.
Am I not supposed to tell? Is that your secret?
Fucking hang on, for fuck's sake.
The good genes fiasco is corporations being desperate. Yeah. The fact that they haven't there was something I wanted to talk about too, with the whole corporate bullshittery going on, and I don't know if anyone's heard about this or not, but Mastercard and Visa have been pressuring their payment processors to not allow their cards to be used for like porn games or internet porn in general, um and just trying to dictate what people can and can't buy, um and I think that's pretty gross. But not seeing American Eagle go, oh no, we're sorry, we're sorry, um not seeing American Eagle backpedal on the Sydney Sweeney thing is kind of a breath of fresh air, but I'm still not pro corporation because they just kind of make people, I don't know, they're just kind of shit in general, in my opinion. An embryo frozen for over 30 years was successful in childbirth. Yeah, that makes sense. As long as it was frozen and it was maintained well and there wasn't any moisture. Yeah, I can see that. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up, read more into it. Itch.io just changed payment processors. Yeah, I've also heard that GOG, Good Old Games, has been giving away free games because of the whole thing. So it might actually be it. I think one of them was Postal 2 that they're giving away. Thief Gold is less than $1 right now. Legacy of Kain Blood Omen is $3, nearly 50 cents. Cult of the Lamb Cultist Edition is on sale for $15. Um, let's see, Star Wars Rebellion. Wow, that's a good title. They've got that for $6 right now. But I don't think that's. I think that's just the regular price. That's kind of cool. Um, you've got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 for $1.50. Holy shit! Look at that. Um, let's see what else we got here. Is that so, Farty?
Huh?
Is that so?
That's bad.
Okay. Um, I'm pretty sure there's like some stuff free right now. Ooh. Are you good there, sir? Oh, okay. It was free. I guess the sale. Hmm. I guess the sale is over. But Omen is a great game. I just know that it's a classic. It was one of the things that PlayStation gamers always talked about, but I never myself played it. You good, Farty? Did you get your breather? Okay. um,
I'm just reading the comments.
I'm just reading the comments. Okay. Oh, the giveaway is on Twitter. Got it. Titties. Did that wake you up, Farty?
And the giveaways on Twitter.
There's a movie called Death of the Unicorn. What? Oh, it's by A24 Pictures. Okay, I'm looking. Let's see.
Yeah, cryogenics isn't really a long-term viable thing. Um, like, okay, so Disney hasn't really frozen. So, uh, he's actually buried in some fucking.
I thought he was buried under the park somewhere.
No, no, no. No, he's in some family plot somewhere. Um,
Oh, okay. The rumor was that just his head was preserved.
nah,
But
the whole
again,
body.
that was just a rumor.
Nah, the whole body. Um, so fucking most cryogenics mobs fucking fail. And fucking pretty much the when when they do, um, the fucking the bodies start to fucking thaw and fucking because of the freezing process.
Mm-hmm.
Um, am I going to be doing medical misinformation? But like
Oh.
water expands and your body's what 80% water or 70% water, whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
Um, so all your blood vessels and shit like that basically fucking shatter and fucking uh, basically you turn to mush inside effectively when you thaw out. You're liquefied.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why you can't cryogenically freeze people because it's the freezing process alone will kill you.
Right.
And that's actually the freezing process that kills you when you freeze to death.
Yeah.
So like that's like with frostbite and shit like that. Once it's happened, it's happened. You can't bring your limb back. You got to amputate it.
Yeah.
So it's a classic character. Yeah. Can you guys hear me over the other side, or am I just mumbling like fuck
You're
again?
you're kind of mumbling.
Can you understand me at all, or
Yeah, I can understand you, but you can definitely tell like you're on your way to Snoozeville.
fucking let's see.
Yeah, the embryo thing is sort of interesting until you remember that sperm and egg cells can be frozen for quite a long period of time.
Yeah, that's a different
Mm.
process.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
fucking
Mm.
uh, fucking. Oh, talk. Fuck you.
Talk. I'm waiting for you.
I said continue.
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 I finished talking about what I was talking about. God,
You even missed that.
I guess I did. It went over my head. I'm
Continue.
sorry, Farty.
Continue with an M.
Look, I can't give a. Okay, that didn't work.
Red dwarf. No,
Yeah,
to
I
be
know.
continued.
I know. I know, Farty. I know.
Oh well. Sig.
Yeah, Sig.
Okay. What did you bag finally?
So what I heard was this, and you can correct me at any point.
Mm,
Um, the company gets this license, this military, well, not license. This company, SIG, gets a military contract to
yep.
create sidearms for the military. I'm not sure which branch the
All of them.
servicemen, huh?
All of
No. I'm just saying I'm not. I don't know what branch the
them.
incident happened within.
Oh, Air Force.
Okay, Air Force. Well, that's a bitch. Damn. So Sig makes this pistol, this sidearm, and it goes off literally just by looking at it. And uh and the individual in question from the Air Force, I don't know if he was an airman or not. I don't know what his rank or position was, but uh the weapon went off as he set it on either a desk or a table, and it killed him. And Sig goes, no, it's okay, military. It's okay, United States military. We'll do our own investigation. And when they do their own investigation, it comes back the that they found nothing wrong with the weapon, even though it appears that multiple sources have been able to replicate the problem and replicate the incident to an extent. Um, and some
Not
of
to an
the
extent. It's not to
well,
an extent. It's horrifically worse.
yeah,
It's terrifyingly consistent and
right,
horrifically worse because you can do it more often than what we originally thought.
right, yeah, because it had something to do with a really. This is where it gets fuzzy for me because again, I'm not completely well versed in it, but what I had gathered from the information that I was able to see or find or whatever, and the stuff that Des and Herp shared on the Discord server was that the it was a combination of a faulty safety and something else that like just created the perfect storm of the bullet's gonna just explode on its own.
Would you like the resident gun nut to have a crack at it?
Yes, please go right ahead and explain what happened, Farty.
Isn't it funny? An American show, Australian gun nut. Okay,
um,
okay. So originally the P226. Uh, yes, 226. It was originally a really good gun. And fucking that's why you used to buy a Sig. You're buying for the quality. Um, now, hang on, it's the M18 is the the military contract version, and pretty much all guns have what's called a drop safety. Pretty much, if you're going to drop the gun by accident or on purpose, it's guaranteed pretty much not to go off.
right,
And in some firearms have numerous safety features, like multiple safeties. Um, some cases they're physical, in some cases it's just a locking mechanism that just removes the um, say the trigger sear or something like that. Yeah, that's the SIG used to be good. um, yeah, the 320 is the one that's the new one. That's the
Yeah,
civilian designation.
but
Yeah,
that is the same firearm, yeah.
it's exactly the same firearm. It's just like the M18 is what the military call it. So, like, say for instance, the M16 is just the civilian version, the military version of the M16, the AR-15.
So it's literally just a change of branding.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha.
um, yeah. It's like say Holden's in America or Chevy.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I found a review. Would you like to watch a review?
if he's not going to get his copywritten,
Well, it
well, hang
should.
on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Let me
But
finish
yes,
this.
do continue.
It's not often I get to geek out. Fucking hell. Um, so So a lot of people were finding that the guns were going off when you drop them, and a lot of like this has been going on for about 2 years now, and a
Mm.
lot of gun tubers have been speaking up about it, and SIG pretty much has been nonchalantly brushing it off, and
Right.
every time SIG brushes it off, the gun tubers get even more and more cranky and do rebuttals and it wasn't so much as that they were brushing it off. It was more the fact that they were actively trying to shut people up,
Mm.
and that it was a safety issue, and SIG should have done their due diligence. Well, it turns out that it's most likely because there's this pending contract um, between Beretta and SIG for the new service pistol for all services in the US military. And this being so, it would probably render a larger contract for police work. Now, a lot of police officers are carrying these weapons. It's a service pistol for ICE. Um, I'm not sure about the FBI, but needless to say, a lot of services aren't using it at the moment. And there's plenty of footage of people being arrested and whatnot, and no one's touching the gun at all. And all of a sudden, it goes off. Everyone's sort of confused, like what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
And then getting to the U.S. Air Force incident. Now, one might say, like I did last week, I wanted to see more information about it. That fucking was it a finger on a trigger guard as he was pulling it out the holster and accidentally shot himself in the leg, or was it something else? And it was something else.
Yeah.
Um, so I didn't know this, but nowadays with your service pistol, you take the whole thing out with still in the holster. So
Mm.
the trigger's being blocked and all this kind of stuff. All the working parts are so that you can't really sort of manipulate them by accident. Anyway, so he's taken the whole thing, holster and all, off his belt, and as he's plonked it on the counter, it's gone off that way.
Damn.
Now, what this realistically is, and I'm not having a go at the victim or anything like that, but it's a lesson in complacency, and it's a lesson that the big three always need to be observed.
Right.
The big three being keep your finger off the trigger guard. This happened via um, the holster. Treat all guns as loaded. This kind of well with the whole trigger buddy the holster thing, you can kind of say yeah they're treating it as loaded, and I guess their procedures would be probably be followed.
Mm.
Don't point it at something unless you want it destroyed. Evidently, he was down range of the barrel.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, this is one of those one in a billion, zillion, gajillion, fucking tillion, fucking shouldn't have never have happened, fucking in a perfect world would never have happened, fucking one of those instances, right? But that's the whole reason why the rule is there. It's for that 0.00000000001%.
Right. Yeah. Um. So
Okay.
let's watch this review. We'll break for commentary. Hopefully the guy is chill enough. Um. Because I personally want to see what he has to say about this pistol. I don't know the channel at all. This is one of the first things that came up, so I wanted to see review. You ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to Guns.com, everyone. Ben Brown here. Today we are reviewing a handgun that is long overdue on my list. Fortunate for me, Guns.com warehouse had one of these in stock. It's the 6.
That's incredibly cheap for a pistol.
Hang on, how much?
470 US or and that's brand new, or 369.99 used.
For a Sig, yeah. For a Sig.
Well, because okay, there are other ones underneath it that are. This one right here is listed at nearly 900 US,
Yeah,
and
that's
this one here is listed at nearly 700. So I'm guessing like this is the no frills version.
better.
Hour
No, no,
P320.
no,
This is the
no. Hang on. That's basically if that's brand new for 400 fucking dollars. That's Sig gun. All right. Here. We're trying to get rid of him now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will desk right after this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's continue. This is apparently the P320 compact. I'm guessing that's just a smaller barrel.
Yeah. Gun Jesus.
Gun Jesus. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
look.
not Palamento. Gun Jesus.
I'll look it up after this one.
compact
Yeah.
version. The great part about the P320 series is if you don't like this size, the serialized part of this gun is the internal frame. So you can take the internal frame out, stick it in a larger outer frame, and then you have a competition gun or a home defense gun. You're not just stuck with one frame size. Some of the features of this gun on the outside, your slide's gonna have serrations on the front and at the rear. Sights on top, they're steel. These are night sights. There's other options out there as well if you don't like a traditional 3-dot night sight. Slide stop is ambidextrous, so for you lefties out there, you don't have to do some funky maneuver to get the slide to go forward. You can simply use your left thumb and send that slide home. Trigger was a little bit interesting for me. I shoot a lot of Glocks, so this is a little obviously different. Dry firing this gun, I thought it sounded weird, but once I got it to the range, the trigger was actually really nice. Around 5 pounds, very short reset. Just an overall, a very good stock trigger. As we move down, you have your mag release, which you can swap to the left side if you want to. A little bit of texturing on this frame for grip. It could be a little bit more aggressive for me personally.
So right now, it really seems like he's just kind of sucking the thing's dick. Is it just me?
Yeah, you got a gun Jesus.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
Yeah, because he's only just sort of trying to fucking.
Let me finish this one up, and then we'll go look at a Gun Jesus video. Okay?
He's only just
But
trying to
for the
sell it.
What's that?
He's only just trying to sell it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. It seems more like a sales pitch than a review,
Yeah.
and that could be um that could be pressure from Sig.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We get it this time. Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is just video artifacting, but the barrel under the slide seems wonky.
No, it's supposed to do that.
Okay.
Majority of you out there, I think this texture is going to work fine. You do have a pick rail up front, so you can run your lights, lasers, cappuccino machines, whatever else you'd want to stick at the front of this gun. When I first shot this gun, it was a little bit of a surprise to me because the recoil impulse felt much different than a lot of the other guns I shoot. The slide seemed to kind of chug along. You could really feel it reciprocating in slow motion. And I think that's due to the fact that it's a heavier slide and it moves a little slower. It kind of reminded me of a competition gun with some modified recoil springs. This is a stock P320, so that's
So the way he's holding the firearm there, that doesn't look natural or comfortable. Where he's holding the slide with both of his thumbs. Is that something people do with firearms? Because it looks off to me.
Go back.
Go back.
Yeah.
Right here. He's holding the slide with both thumbs.
Mhm.
That's not normal, is it?
Um,
Tactic shit. Okay.
springs. This is a stock P320.
What's up, Farty? You good, dude? Still with us?
fucking. I'm just checking my head.
Oh, all right. You think we should call it a night?
No. Fucking
Oh,
just shaking my head like fucking
with the way that he's holding it,
yeah.
because that doesn't look comfortable at all. Is it, like at all?
No. Fucking. I'm just like holy shit.
All right, let's finish this review because I want to see like if he talks about any negatives. Because if he talks about any negatives of the pistol, then it's an actual review.
No. Like you look at these thumbs, right?
Right.
Where the
It is, Dash. It
it's
very much is.
like and you have oh, fuck. Yeah, where the, so, like, where's your little fucking
What are you? To what are you asking?
the cursor?
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Okay. Go forward.
Go forward.
Yeah,
Right
right
here.
there. Yeah. All right. Where his thumbs are. All right.
Yeah.
It's like grippy shit, right?
Right. Yeah.
I bet you $10 is go. Oh, I've got jamming issues and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, I bet you $10 you
Okay. Yeah.
do.
That's what I'm thinking. His
Because
thumb is there for too, to like stop it from jamming.
yeah,
Either that or to
because
stop it from like moving when he's not firing it.
yeah. I bet you do. Your fucking thumbs in there, right, you dumb shit.
Yeah. Dester. I'm inclined to agree with you. It is like he's trying to hold the slide and keep it from moving too much. Because Here, I'll back up a little bit. And then I think I'll slow it down here. Playback speed, let's go half, I guess. And then
Slower. It kind of
maybe go a little slower than that. 25%.
wide.
Yeah. So let me see if I can't get it to the exact second the bullet ejects. Oops. Whoops. Hang on.
Due to
Nope. All right. Let's try backing it up just a hair. God damn it. Stop it. There it is. Okay, so here's the bullet. And here is his thumb pushing forward, it looks like. Yeah, there is. There's definitely some black marking on his thumb. But there's the bullet, right? There's the casing, rather. The casing from the bullet getting ejected. It's right here. And it looks like he is trying to force that forward. Let me see if I can't.
motion. And I think that's
Yep, there he goes. This thumb, did you see that? His forward thumb reset and pushed down and against the thing again. Okay, let's see what else he has to say about this thing.
due to the fact that it's a heavier slide and it moves a little slower. It kind of reminded me of a competition gun with some modified recoil springs. This is a stock P320, so that's not the case, but it was very easy to string shots quickly together and keep this gun shooting flat with the recoil pulse that is inside it. There's a high beaver tail, so you can really snug your hand up high on this gun, bear down on it, and it just adds to that soft shooting ability. Guys, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that it's taken me this long to take a look at the P320. This is a pretty good gun. I think it's a great...
Okay, yeah, he's not giving an informed review about anything in this video. He's probably just gonna go ahead and this is a good gun. Go buy this gun. That's not how I roll. All right, you said Gun Jesus. Or Firearm Jesus. The slide isn't in battery in that frame. Yeah, I don't know, Des. You're expecting a used car dealer to be honest about a ship box. Yeah. He seemed pretty fucking...
Forgotten weapons, that's it.
What's that, Farty?
Forgotten weapons, that's it.
Let's see. 6 hour P320 M17 range and drop safe test.
Yeah.
Is my SIG P320 drop safe?
Should I do like that, or should I do like a horseshoe?
Alexander Omri.
Horseshoe it? I was never that good at horseshoes. Let's see. And here we go.
Okay, you got a nice flashlight on there. Okay, let's see. I want to see the drop test. I'm just going to scoot all the way ahead. Okay. Here we go. Here it is.
Out, we'll do something else. But all right, no rounds in there. Sim round only. Safety is off.
Forgotten weapons. Okay.
Oof. All right. See if I can not miss. Should I do like that, or should I do like a horseshoe?
I think horseshoe it.
Horseshoe it? I was never that good at horseshoes. Let's see. And here we go. Oh,
Okay.
just short.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
Trigger still looks like it is
Yeah.
not.
I mean, it didn't go pop.
I mean, it hit right on that back section where you would think would, you know, make it go off.
Well, it kind of went in the gravel a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit more oomph. I didn't want to overshoot it. All right, I'm gonna try to get those two longer boards. All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, and 1. Oh, not enough. Dadgummit.
It still hit the ground with pretty good force.
I mean, it's hitting right there, though.
Let's knock the dirt out here. Come on. Too much. Nope.
Okay.
I need a bigger pad.
I mean, just nosedive.
So I don't know if this is just a
Oh,
modified
broke your front
weapon,
side, I think.
or if the
The fiber
attachments
optic,
on
yeah,
it
It's been
are
gone.
Okay.
No, it's been
adding
gone.
weight to the slide,
All right, take
and
47.
thus
Yeah. All right. Let's get a solid hit on the wood this time. And I'm just gonna do like that. Boom.
God, dude.
okay.
All right. Knocked it back on safe again. One more time.
Don't
Oh,
do
no.
that, you asshole.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know. I'm conflicted about this because I don't know what methodology they're using. Or if they just got a different weapon.
Yeah, get a forgotten.
What's that?
Get a forgotten weapon.
Yeah. Sig 320 Flux Legion. Let's see. The M18 is the one that goes off at random. Okay. Let's try M18. Exploding Sig 320s.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and today we're going to talk about how incredibly brave I am to be sitting this close to a SIG 320 pistol. So check this out. The magazine's empty, the gun's completely empty, and yet I have it on good authority from the internet itself, none other, that this could just erupt in a fireball at any moment and kill me dead. Now, the other thing we need to do before we get into the discussion of the SIG, which I think is still vibrating there violently, is talk about my potential bias. So I do have some connections to SIG. I was a co-author on the Vickers Guide Volume 1 to Sig Sauer with Larry Vickers and Leonardo Antares. Well, my work in this was much more on the older historical pistols. I don't have very many modern SIGs. I have a SIG 2022, which I think is really cool because this is actually a surplus pistol from the French Ministry of the Interior, the French police. Very thing that we're seeing most recently is talk about SIGs exploding. They're firing out a battery, they're kabooming, they're shrapneling themselves. And this is really clouded by the fact that SIG did have a legitimate, a very legitimate, real safety problem earlier on in their production a number of years ago. And that, of course, was the infamous drop safety issue. So it's we're going to brace yourself. We're going to have an element of nuance and detail in this video, or else you're not going to understand exactly why you can have two theoretically conflicting stories happening
Okay,
at
I
the
don't
same
care. I
time.
just want to hear
Namely,
about the
is
fucking.
the SIG drop safe? Yes, and also no, and that was before the safety.
Here we go. The mechanical issues. I'm just going to skip right to
Now,
the
the
end.
mechanical issue involved here is the fact that the SIG barrel or the SIG chamber is in fact slightly less fully supported than on a lot of other pistols. And this is done for reasons of manufacturing machinery. Having a little bit more of a bevel at the end of the cylinder is well, it makes the manufacturing process more precise and simpler to do. But it does mean that there's a little less support around that case.
So, just from what I know from 3D printing and just from what I know from manufacturing, the bevel itself doesn't make it easier to install any particular part into any particular thing. It makes lining up, for instance, installation easier because you don't have to worry too terribly much about getting it in, quote unquote, right the first try. It'll just kind of guide itself in correctly after getting, after you get it in on that bevel.
Is there enough support to run spec ammunition up to and including plus P that the gun's rated for? Yes, there is. But that's talking like high quality factory ammo. If once you start getting into hand loaded ammunition and ammunition of questionable origins, questionable manufacturing, kind of all bets go out the door. Any pistol will explode, kaboom, if you give it ammunition with too much powder charge or weakened brass or other defects in the ammunition. I think the reason that we are seeing it with SIG is that everyone's talking about it happening to the SIG. And so if you see it happen to a SIG, oh man, you're gonna post it. Everyone's gonna find those and talk about them. And we see this sort of behavior all across society. We saw it with train derailments. What was that, a couple months ago? Turns out there's actually a lot of train derailments on a regular basis in the United States. It happens all the time. People don't normally pay attention to it. Well, once you get like two big ones that catch the public eye for one reason or another, then people start looking closely and like, holy crap, there were like 5 more train derailments in this 2-week period. What happened? There's this huge, this huge tragedy of, oh my God, what's happening with train derailments? Same thing can happen with any sort of event. People start paying attention to it.
Okay, so what I'm guessing from what he's saying here in this video is that yes, it could have an issue, but that issue could be any number of things, and the conversation is a little more nuanced than just gun go bang.
I go back to his to his actual channel.
Okay, hang on. We're heading to the channel.
And then go to videos.
No, shut up. Shut up, Ian. Shut up, Ian. I'll kick your ass. All right. So let me go ahead and replace share. Okay. So farts. What am I looking for?
Go to videos.
What's that?
Go to videos.
Go. Okay, go to videos, right? Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Up.
Up. Okay.
Up. Stop. Left.
Okay.
Left.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Fucking ads. Fucking ads.
Oh boy, we get to talk about the SIG 320 again. Hooray!
Is this the one you want, Farty?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum,
And yeah, part 3, well, my 3rd video on the SIG, perhaps the last one, we'll see. Obviously, things have changed again for SIG with the death of a U.S. Air Force serviceman from, apparently, a 320 in its holster. Obviously not good. I think it has gotten to the point where SIG is now faced with a problem they cannot solve. They have 2 problems now. One of them, in theory, they can solve, and that is a hypothetical mechanical problem with the 320 that causes it to fire without someone pulling the trigger or commanding it to fire. Now, I say hypothetical. Let me explain that for a moment before we go farther. If this were a hypothetical criminal case and one had to prove beyond shadow of a doubt or beyond a reasonable doubt that there is a mechanical problem in the 320 that causes it to make fire uncommanded, I don't think at this point you actually can. Hear me out here. First off, there have been dozens of exactly these lawsuits, and only 2 of them have actually come back with SIG being found liable. And in those cases, SIG was not actually found, like there was no actual mechanism determined by the court that resulted in the gun firing. Both of those cases were SIG being found essentially theoretically liable for not having included a trigger safety on the gun. The idea being maybe this wouldn't have happened if there was a trigger safety, which is not the same thing as saying this happened because A caused B caused C and it fired. No one's actually made that case. I think if we look at the strictly theoretical, statistical, world objective view here, there are plausible explanations, like really, really low probability, but existing plausible explanations for basically all of the 320 incidents that have happened, where either there's not enough information known or there is a hypothetical explanation. The problem is, even if SIG tomorrow discovers exactly what the problem was, and I think if they knew at this point, they'd have already fixed it. If they were smart, they'd have announced what it was and announced the fix. And I think the idea that they haven't done that leads to some viable speculation that maybe SIG doesn't know exactly how to fix this and stop it from happening. But even if they do fix it, they have a secondary problem right now that I don't think is surmountable. Like, they can theoretically fix the mechanical problem. What they cannot fix is the reputational issue. Let me point out, people today are still nervous about shooting low serial number 1903 Springfields because of the heat treating that maybe or maybe wasn't done right on them 100 years ago. How's the 320 going to fare over time? Not great, I expect. The fundamental issue here is that the 320 doesn't offer anything different from any of its competitors. When it first came out, the modular fire control unit was, it wasn't technically the first to do it, but it was the only real mainstream option with that modular fire control unit. And that was cool. It gave you the option to have different grip frames that you can just swap out on the same gun, unlike something, like a Glock. Like, you want to change the grip length, you should buy a new gun. With the 320, hey, well, you can just take the grip frame off and put a different one on. That's cool. It lets you do stocked pistols like the B&T USW 320s. It lets you do Flux Raiders, which are super cool. But today, that's not so much of a unique aspect. A good example would be Springfield Echelon. The HS product Echelon has the exact same modular fire control unit. Now, they haven't done a whole lot with it yet, but frankly, aside from the Flux Raiders, SIG hasn't done a whole lot with that either. The idea of, I can get the medium or the small or the large is kind of, okay, whatever. It's not actually that exciting. But beyond that, it's a 9mm polymer frame striker fired service pistol. And it's kind of cheap. At least it was for the US military, which is one of the biggest reasons that they bought it. Well, today, you want a modular striker fired optics ready 9mm service pistol that's cheap? RX Delta. And it's a great gun. You want a modular fire control striker fired polymer frame 9mm service pistol that's got better technical elements to it than a 320? Springfield Echelon. The optics mounting on this is cleverer and better, definitely better, than the optics mounting setup on a 320. And it's also a great gun that gives up nothing to the 320 design. If you just want maximum reliability, or you want the ultimate in long-term, durable, excellent optics mounting, and you're not as concerned about being able to swap between every optic on the market, Glock Koa in particular. And it's not going to cost you that much more than a 320 with an optic. In fact, given the prices on the specific 320, the unique 320 specific optic that SIG makes, it's the Romeo something, I don't remember off the top of my head, but Glock Koa is going to be a lot cheaper than that, and technically better. So this is a fundamental unsolvable problem, I think, for SIG, in that, let's say you're procurement officer Bob and your agency is still carrying Ruger P85s and you've decided they're a little old and they're a little worn out and it's time for something new. What are we going to choose? You don't know what the risk of a 320 is, because again, nobody's actually been able to figure out what the core mechanical issue leading to these problems is, and it leaves open that little tiny chance that maybe there actually isn't one. But if you're looking at this situation, you go, well, I don't know, maybe this is real, seems like it's real, but how, there's how many million of these pistols, how many of them actually are firing uncommanded? Is there some common feature to them?
All right. At this point, he's just waffling, and it boils down to nobody knows what the actual F is going on with the weapon to cause it to discharge by itself. I don't know, Farty. What are your thoughts?
Oh, hang on. Okay.
Dester says this is an ancient Chinese technique called "how not to get sued." Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, this is also what Luigi Mangione Whiney. That's his point. Okay. Sharon.
Yeah, it's up on the thing.
Okay, so I'll take you back to 28, 26. All right, this demonstrates what?
Why is there a screw in the trigger? Is that just to stop it from moving?
This demonstrates. Well, I'll get onto in a minute.
Okay.
But the Luger P08 during World War One and World War Two, the original versions had an external trigger bar,
Right.
and you could actually set the gun off by squeezing it and not actually manipulate the trigger. What he's
Right.
about to do is a similar thing, but by squeezing where he's got his thumb and forefinger, he's going to depress down on there and set it off. The screw in the trigger evidently is basically a way of manipulating through the safety catch to show how little can be done to supersede it. Okay.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be able to be done.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead and play. Oh! He just wiggled the shit out of it and it went off.
I've seen it go off for less. So can you see the cursor?
Yeah.
Okay, so up here is where you usually put your sights, like your hello sun, your
Right.
reflex sights. So when you put it on, you give it a bit of a wiggle test, make sure it's not loose. This guy did that and it went off from that. So just the added momentum of the sights on top manipulated the slide. So it went off.
Doesn't that make the weapon itself incredibly dangerous to carry around?
What, with the sights or with the screw in?
With the screw in. Well, anything that would cause a condition like the screw in it.
This is only for experimental purposes.
Right, but I'm saying like if some debris got stuck in there, right?
Oh yeah, that's why you clean your gun.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, this screw is only for like experimental purposes, like for the purpose of demonstration.
right.
So yeah, check this
All right. We got the case in there,
out.
simulating that it is fully loaded. Now, if I was to pull the trigger now, it would go off because the striker safety would be disengaged. It would go off. But now we're trying to simulate. Let's see if we can get it. All right. I think that's probably good right there, just to guesstimate. No input from the finger. I'm just going to tap the slide and we're going to see if it goes off. Now, again, this is what the FBI found as a shelf on either the sear or the striker hook, and it getting caught up on that, or maybe you're putting input on the trigger and you've only gone less than a millimeter through the firing sequence, through the actual movement of
Yeah,
your
trigger.
down is less than 1 millimeter. And we're going to see if it'll set the cartridge off. I don't know. We'll try it a couple times. It might not. This safety might be working, but the other safeties might not have been. So let's see.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Did you? Holy crap! Holy crap! It did it. Holy shit! It freaking did it!
It didn't even eject the shell.
It freaking did it.
No,
What do you got to say now?
slide.
Why is a pistol, if you're saying it works properly, why is a handgun able to... I gotta go load more cases. I didn't think it was gonna do it. I wonder if we can do it again. First time! First time! and again, let me show you. The striker safety is working. Look at that. The spring is working. Holy crap. Holy crap. Is that it, guys? Is that it? Is this what's going on? Is there a less than a millimeter of movement in the firing sequence? Again, once you get past the pre-travel and hit that wall, once you hit the wall.
Okay, so last time I went shooting,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like the well. I really liked the rifle. I don't know whether you were there when I was talking about it.
I think so, yeah. When you went shooting in fucking Sierra Leone or whatever.
No, recently.
Oh, recently? It's possible.
Yeah, with Dylan's family.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I don't remember. Go ahead.
Ah, well, yeah, I've, I've been banging on for ages that I wanted to sort of brush up on my marksman
Right.
skills, and so they took me out roo hunting, and uh, uh, the marksman skills were pretty fucking rusty,
Right.
and it was at night too. So you know, fucking, I shot a pig. Um. Anyway, fucking, it quickly got to the point where I'm like, sort of, fucking, this dude's like doing this for like his bread and butter. I'm sort of like wasting his ammunition, you know? Fucking, I really actually wanted to have a range time.
Mhm.
And this rifle's a bit.
Okay.
So, um, I asked him, like, before he jumped in the back of the truck, he said, so I go, hair trigger? And he goes, yep. I'm like, alright. So at least I was ready for it. And so when I lined up this fucking pig, um, so I set the hair trigger, which was, you pull it back and then you push it forward again. And that sets the hair trigger. And holy fucking shit. You think about pulling the trigger and it's already gone.
Nice.
Oh, no. This is
Oh,
dangerous.
dangerous, yes, but fun, I bet.
Well, fucking, like, because, well, see, I'm used to military
Mhm.
triggers and where there's, it's sloppy as fuck. So, um, basically, you're in you're in the prone position, and you're looking down your sights, and you put your finger on the trigger, and you're just touching it,
Mhm.
right? And then there's this little bit of slack that you take up, and then basically there's uh, um, sort of a break kind of thing where you sort of this little bit of slack that you fucking
Yeah.
you know, it stops,
Yeah.
and you can hold it there, or you can just make that decision to pull the trigger, and then it's deliberate sort of thing. That's not so much a hair trigger there. It's more of a, okay, you can come off it, you can go ahead, sort of kind of thing. I'm used to
Mhm.
that. I'm used to that take up. So every time I went to pull the bloody trigger, I'm used to the fucking take up and the bloody thing. Whoops.
That does.
So I couldn't.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Huh? So I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from the fucking inside of this
Damn.
rifle. Other than that, it was the loveliest 5.56 I've ever fired. Oh,
Are you having
oh,
a gungasm party?
yeah. Other than that, I want one. Anyway, so that's basically like what he just experienced there. That fucking hair trigger.
Gotcha.
Less than a movement, and you saw my finger wasn't on it. Okay? And when I throw that case, it's right here. Holy shit. And you saw me shake the table and have it go off. Now I can say it went off because it went off. So imagine if, because of the 0.5 millimeter of play in this slide, and cops are walking around like this, and let's say they have it in their duty gear, and they don't ever take it out of the holster, but there's that little ledge on the sear, or maybe the springs or whatever, and that trigger is able to be engaged less than 1 millimeter, and the son of a bitch went off. Holy crap. I don't believe it. There it is, guys. Let me know. You know what? Yeah, and that's not with a missing sear spring. Again, or aged. No missing sear spring. No damaged striker safety. I'm going to go load some more cases and see if we can get it to do it again. If it's a consistent thing. Holy crap. I will be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. I decided to 45 cases. I'm going to put 3 in my pocket. Got one, okay. We got our
You need to watch this shit.
320 and 45. Let's see if we can recreate what just happened with more cases. I kind of expected that safety to block it, but as you can see here, I just want to point that out, fully functioning striker. See that? Spring is working, it is there. Everything's kosher, can't push it forward because the striker safety is blocking it. Let's put the primed case in. We're gonna put the 1045 cases to simulate a full magazine in there. We got our handy dandy trigger input tool.
Trigger input tool.
All right, let's see. Now that should be roughly a millimeter or less of input into the trigger. And if you touch the slide, let's see if we can touch the slide and get it to go off.
Damn.
That's 2 in a row. Let's try that again. Holy shit. Fired case. Yep. Fully functioning striker safety and striker. Yep. Let's try to again. That's two in a row. Holy crap. You want to try? Oh shit, I didn't do. There we go. Yep, reset. Yeah. All right, I didn't take the screw, the input tool out. Let's see if we can do that again. I'm gonna come. I gotta get some better light here. All right. Again, there you go. No on the trigger. Remember, the P cannot fire without a full trigger pull. We have it staged at a millimeter or less as measured on the table, so this is just a guesstimate. And if we put some input into the slide somewhere, will it go off again? Will it release? Let's see.
Oh, shit!
That's
all
3
they
in
did
a
was...
row. Let me take the screw out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, don't buy that gun. That's what I'm seeing.
Number 4. Let's try it again. Let me show you. Fully functioning striker safety. All right. Should we do it with the magazine again? Let's put the magazine back in, and then we'll try the last one with the magazine now. Handy dandy trigger input tool. We are going to try to. Dang, sorry about that. I'm trying to stay in that cough. We're going to try to simulate.
Yeah, it didn't even. You essentially just licked the front.
All right,
of the slide.
Here we go. Again, we are roughly, as we saw on the tabletop, I'm guessing we're roughly a millimeter to less than a millimeter of engagement on that trigger. And let's see if we can get it to go off again.
Damn.
That was 4. Let me remove. Last case. If we can do that, I would say this is that you're consistently able to do this. Okay? And less than trigger engagement. Let's say you're a cop. And you've got, again, you're ready to shoot somebody. And you put some pressure on the trigger. And you take up just about a millimeter. Now, you're not measuring it. You're in the heat of the moment. You take some slack out of your trigger because you're about to shoot. But the guy drops his gun and you're like, oh. And then your partner, I don't know, runs by and bumps your gun and sets it off. You saw we were able to set it off by bumping the table. Let's try this last one without the magazine again. Let me see if I can get the handy dandy.
God damn.
All right, let's see. Again, it is held in place. No human input. It's held in place. It's getting it a millimeter or less of input on the trigger right now as it's sitting. It is not firing. All safeties are functional. Let's see if we can get it to go off again. See if we can get to where you're walking around. I'm just doing my walk around with my P320 in my holster, my duty holster. Let's put a little bit more input in there. I probably didn't put enough in. All right, now let's see. Why on earth would you be able to slide at all?
Well,
You
that's
should be
6
able to
fucking.
put half, at less than a millimeter as measured on the tabletop. So there's 5. We were able to get it to go off 5 times in a row with, again, a fully functioning striker safety. Look, I still can't, I'm trying to push it forward. I can't push it forward and put the safety
Right,
and put my fat finger on there. Can I get it to go forward? Yeah, look. Let here to click. Click. I can't get it to go forward. Fully functioning. Safety. Why didn't the secondary sear notch catch that? So if you're, it is not ridiculous to think that somebody could put a millimeter of, or less than a millimeter, because we actually got to do it with less than a millimeter at the tabletop.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Fucking six bullets in, what was it, 10 minutes of video, and goddamn,
Pretty definitive.
yeah, I would say so.
Now, as I said, like it seems like a hair trigger to me,
Yeah,
and that shouldn't sort of be on anything like a service pistol or something like that. As I said, coming from the military, like I could see that, like if there was a negligent discharge involved, it'll be that fucking it's gone off fucking uncommanded. That fucking
yeah,
the soldiers fucking went used to the take up before the fucking thing goes off. But these are so fucking so bloody what's the term for?
volatile.
Yeah, well, volatile, for want of a better term. These go off so easily that you don't even need to manipulate them, which is extremely dangerous.
Right, yeah.
It's worse than a hair trigger. It's okay. So the Cowboys used to, on their 6-shooters, used to leave the chamber
Right.
empty because it was the fixed firing pin on the
Yeah.
hammer, and you didn't rely on the mechanism, which is basically the what's his name? Oh, wait, the Eric Baldwin defense.
Okay.
The gun went off by itself. Okay, rightio.
Yeah.
Anyway, fucking so they used to have only 5 rounds in, and the hammer resting on an empty chamber.
Right.
And for this exact reason, not relying on the mechanism. That's why you treat all guns as loaded. You never know. The mechanism might go off.
Man, this is some scary shit. I I don't know how to close this one out, Farty. I don't. Only thing I can say is Sig is kind of in trouble. It's gotten to the point where it doesn't matter what they do or say at this point. They could discontinue that particular firearm and never sell it again. And then issue a recall. But I know they won't do that.
Well, see, the thing of it is there's the entirety of the military that's they've got a contract to. That'll fuck them completely,
Yeah.
and that's before they have to look at fucking bloody the civilian contracts and all this kind of shit as well. So like all the police, the ICE contract, civilian, like other civilian law enforcement, things of that nature.
Right. Yeah.
So this will completely cripple them, and they know it too. That's why they're trying to shut everyone
Yeah.
up.
It's like that when you go to the Chinese place and they try and sell you rotten food because they don't want to lose any money. That
Yeah,
happened to me recently, actually, but it's fucking disgusting, man. Just fucking take the L. Go, okay, we're sorry. It's not that hard,
just make special one ton salt for you.
right? It's not that fucking hard to just take the L and go, all right, we fucked up. We'll fix it. We'll work on it. Um, but yeah, I'm guessing this drama is just gonna keep going all the way through till next week. So maybe there'll be something new to report on. Maybe not. We'll keep everyone informed, I guess, or we'll be the ones to be informed. But I guess till next week, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.